Hi everyone, welcome back. This is episode 3 of my Women Wednesdays podcast series. Today I have a very special guest here with me, Reema. I have known her for the longest time, and today we're going to speak about her brand, RM Beauty. Over to you, Reema. Tell me about you.
Hi, Debasree. Hi, everyone. So my name is Reema Patil. I'm a professional makeup artist. I specialize in bridal makeup, and most recently, I've just recently launched my own clean beauty brand of organic makeup, which is called RM Beauty. So yes, I'm here to discuss my brand and everything about it with you. So I'm really excited to do that.
I am super excited. First of all, I just wanted to quickly touch up upon a few things I wanted to speak about and I had in my mind before we move into your brand, RM, which I'm also very excited to talk about. But before that, I wanted to let you guys know that I know Reema for, I think, 6 years now, or 5 or 6 years. And I first met her at a Nika beauty shoot, wasn't it? I think so. Yes,
Yes.
at hotel at a Nika shoot.
Through fame, I think, at that point. Through fame.
Yes,
Hashtag.
fame. Oh my God, remember those fame days? Oh my God. Right. So, and then I remember Reema was doing my makeup, and I'm telling you, you were one of the most inspiring people that I had met. And I still think about some of the things that you told me that day. And I don't really have a good memory, but somehow I remember all our conversations vividly. I'll tell you the first thing I remember asking you, Reema, where do we contour? And you literally were the first one to kind of tell me you start from here and then you go inwards. And I remember you showing me. And at that time, I used to have a lot of acne. I still remember what video we were doing. We were doing acne, how to cover acne for acne prone.
That's right.
And I remember you teaching me how to color correctors. Also, one tip that I'm never going to forget is how you told me using beauty blenders pushes the product into your pores, and that is what is going to stop you from start using brushes. And I remember you learned makeup from Makeup Forever Academy in New York, if I remember correctly. And I was in
That's right.
awe of your Makeup Forever brush collection. I'm still waiting for an opportunity where I could go and get myself like some of the brushes that you used. And I just remember you doing my makeup so fondly, and I am a big fan of your work. Sorry if that sounds stalkerish. So when I
Thank you.
found out, no, sorry to interrupt you, but then when I found out that you started your own beauty company, I really was one of the happiest person to hear the news. I am so proud of you for doing this. And now let's talk about the brand. Uh, so why this name, RM Beauty? How did it happen?
Well, the name of the brand, because the name pretty much came a little bit later. The brand, I pretty much started conceptualizing this brand like in 2017. I was thinking about that I definitely do want to create really good makeup products that are not only good for your skin, but also that have a positive impact on our planet and our environment. So I started to basically jot down all the points that I wanted, like as a consumer, like what I expected from a makeup brand, and that's how I basically came up with the RM Beauty ethos, which is that we want to basically create really functional, high performing, organic, plant-based, vegan, cruelty-free makeup products that are boosted with skin-centric active ingredients, that are also really easy to use and blend, and that always sit really natural on your skin. We also had a bit of a sustainability angle to it, but I guess we can get into that as we talk about this.
So did you always want to have? Was this one of your dreams, like as a makeup artist, to kind of start your own beauty brand?
Yes. So ever since I learned makeup, like I remember in the Makeup Forever Academy, we had this one course that was basically catered around teaching us about ingredients and like why they use certain ingredients and how they function. So this, I mean, I very vividly remember this course having like a huge impact on me, because that's when I decided, started to like really look at like study ingredients and understand like, what ingredient, how it functions, how it affects your skin. And that's when I started paying more attention to the products that I do put on my face. Like I'll always read an ingredient. If I don't understand anything, I will look it up. So yeah, that's pretty much how it started. And yes, of course, like saying like yes, I want to do a makeup brand. It is just easy to do that. It's like a dream. But actually doing it and implementing it, it's been a struggle from the start. And I'm
How
really
long?
happy that.
How long have
I'm
you?
sorry.
Sorry. How long have you been planning on doing this? When was the first time, like that first inception, when
But
you told yourself that you know what, I'm doing this?
so I started thinking about this in 2017. Started. Yeah, it's been 3
3 years.
years. Yeah,
Okay.
3 years. But it took me like 1 year. It took me like 1 year just to find a formulator. It was a bunch of trial and error. Like I contacted people from all over the world, tried to explain to them what I wanted to do. The hardest thing is to basically connect with that one person, for them to really truly understand what you want to create and the reason behind why you want to create this product. So it took me a while to find that one person, but I did. And it's just been a really great journey from there on. I've learned so much about like makeup products, ingredients, how they function. Yeah.
So and then so you said that the name came much later. So I'm guessing you started. So you finally found someone in the 2018 kind of mark. So is there when you started like formulating and kind of testing everything out? And if I'm not wrong, right now we have only the dew stick highlighter in the brand, or is there what else do you have in the product line?
So let me start by saying that I'm doing this on my own. I pretty much am putting all of my own money into this. So I wanted to. It was very important for me to start small and launch like one product, and then I'll launch another product in a few months. So I'm not really in any hurry to like launch like a huge range of makeup, because we are also a slow beauty brand, which means that we're it's our responsibility to give consumers products that will last for a while. So they don't need to buy makeup like every few months, And I wanted to create those kind of products that will last for a few years, will, do you good. And also something that you'll be easily able to recycle once we're done with that.
So, so I'm guessing there must have been like a lot of setbacks along the way. It sounds like, yeah, I had a thought. Next thing you know, I have a formalized, like someone who formalized the product. But I'm guessing like this must have been a really really difficult process. I think starting your own brand is very very time consuming. It is difficult. So, are there moments where you had setbacks, and what made you still like move along?
So definitely had a lot of setbacks, but what kept me moving along, let me tell you a little bit of the setbacks first. Like, the first setback is definitely trying to finalize a formulator, finding somebody that understands what you believe in and somebody that will be able to make you a high performing product. The second setback would probably be trying to get a manufacturer to manufacture your products. And for me, I wanted to always do like a small batch manufacturing. The thing about manufacturers is that they usually want a really high minimum order quantity. They won't take you as a client if you don't basically
Order a minimum.
meet that. Yes, yes. So, and then for a new brand, it's hard to like be like, I'm going to start with like 12,000 units of one thing. So it was very important for us to find somebody that would give us that. And we did. So that was like a second hurdle that we went past. Then the third one would be like really scrutinizing all of the ingredients that we're considering in our formulations. So that it's like vetting all of these ingredients from the supplier, making sure that they have their certification. One thing that was important to me is that I wanted to create products that will be able to be certified organic by the Cosmos standard, which is an international standard that certifies products as organic and natural. So all of our dew sticks, for example, which is our first line of highlighters, they will be basically followed Cosmos regulations, and all of our ingredients are EcoCert approved. And yes, that is something that I will be applying for, and I have heard that it does take some time, so I'm hoping to have that in a few months.
Yeah, I remember speaking to Juicy Chemistry, and they told me a lot about like their Cosmos certificate and how long it took. It was a very meticulous process as well, because they not only cross-check you but also each one of the suppliers of the products, each step of the production. So it does take quite a while, but that is incredible. I mean, what I would see as a takeaway from you starting a brand was the the clarity in your vision. You just knew exactly what you wanted, and you did not compromise any step of the way. Usually people really get derailed in that step where they look for that manufacturer and they're like, "Nay, madam, you have to take 10,000." And then, next thing you know, you're kind of compromising on a few values or core values that you kind of thought of. So I think for me, that is one of the biggest commendable thing that I've seen in your vision, that you never really stooped for anything. So I think that really means something. And the other thing I would also want to say is that when I first kind of received the product, the first thing I did notice was the eco-friendly packaging. And the other thing that actually caught my attention was the fragrance-free option. I thought that was great, right?
Thank you. So I understand, like as an avid makeup user, I prefer not to use any products with fragrance on my face, because I know that fragrance is basically where companies hide all these ingredients that they don't really need to list on their label, and which can and are known to be hormone disruptors. And certain fragrances do cause contact dermatitis if applied directly on and stuff like that. So that is definitely something that I wanted to do. I wanted to create products that people with sensitive skin could also use.
Right. Yeah. And I think that is one of the things that really set you apart when I saw your highlighter. I really want you to speak about your products. I want you to tell me about all of the three highlighters that you have. I think there are three of them, right? Yes.
Yes.
So I would love for you to kind of explain what are the ways that you use this. I'm pretty sure these are multitasking. I mean, I could totally see myself using this. Like, I really like the packaging as well. I mean, it's super easy. I love the aesthetic of the brand. I mean, it's so simple yet so pretty. And I'm sure like this must have taken you quite a lot of work. I feel like this is like the most amount of work. Was it?
Yeah. No. So the design on the actual tube, that was a lot of work. That took me like 50, 60 times of different sort of prints to do and figure out what was looking best against this tube. See, I knew that I always wanted my product to be small. Like, it's very important for it to be like travel sized, but still contain a full amount of product.
Right.
Like, it has 7 grams of product in it, which is a full size amount of product that people give. So this full size, but the packaging to product ratio is quite small. See, the packaging is just a little bit bigger than how much product you see. And I want it to be transparent, so you see the product, the amount of product that you're getting. Most brands give really like bulky and heavy packaging that when you hold, it feels super luxe while you're holding, and that sort of gives you the perception of the amount that it should be, which is like a common misconception. And it's all about marketing and targeting and luxe. luxe branding. It's all about that weight and feeling it. But for me, it was the other way around. I wanted to concentrate more on giving really high quality ingredients and cutting off and stripping off the unnecessary layers of packaging to give you a truly like utility driven product that's easy to use, easy to blend, easy to carry with you anywhere you go. One more thing as a makeup artist is that I absolutely hate traveling with heavy makeup, especially when I'm traveling on international flights.
Mhm.
I always tend to like remove anything that's glass or really heavy or bulky that contributes to the weight of the product, and I always like opt for more lighter options.
I really, really am so impressed with the thought process behind everything that you've put in here. I mean, sometimes we're like so quick to judge and dismiss certain things without even like thinking much about the thought process behind why this thing is the way it is, and which is why I actually started this thing. I really no one explains the product better than the person that created it and the entire thought process behind it. So it's just so interesting to me. Also, like I asked before, I'm very curious about the name. I absolutely loved the name, and what's the story behind that?
So the name, there's no story. I mean, there is a story behind the name, but it's more of like a personal story to me. The name doesn't really mean anything, but I wanted something that I could coin, like coin as my own, coin as a brand, something that would be recognizable by other people that it is a brand, not like a word that you see out there in the dictionary or something like that. I wanted to stay clear of that. So that's the story behind the name RM.
Like it. I think it's very catchy. It has a nice vibe to it. I really can't explain. And I love the entire the colors that you have on your social media page. I love the shades of blue that you use. Everything is so calming. Absolutely love the images that you put up as well with the models and kind of depicting the way you use this. So as I was talking, one of the last things about the products is that I'm pretty sure you can like multitask with this. You can, I mean, I would totally see myself use this on my eyes. Um, and
Yes. In fact, that's what I've done today. I'm pretty sure I put it on my eyes, have it as a highlighter on there. They're designed to look really natural on,
do
so
they,
they never look. I'm sorry.
so do they set like once applied? Is there like a setting time, or do they just
No, there
out?
is not a setting time. There is not a setting time because if you want your product to be more blendable, you cannot have that film forming agent that sets, right?
Yeah.
So if you want blendability, you can't have something that sets. But this is designed to get to get absorbed into your skin, to be super nourishing. I'm usually nourishing oils, waxes, butters. Yeah, so we use a very particular form of hyaluronic acid. It's actually cross-linked with another vegetable, plant-based ingredient,
Okay.
and it really boosts the efficacy of hydration in anhydrous products, which is what this is. It is like a product which has no water. That's also one thing, and I'm sure that you've noticed in our brand that we basically, our vibe is like loving the beach, loving water, loving the ocean, wanting to be more conscious about that. Hence for our first line, thought it was really important to basically create a product using no water.
Makes sense. I love that. I love everything behind this. I think it was just so inspiring to know the entire journey behind this brand. And before we kind of wrap this up, is there one message you would like to give to my viewers or whoever's watching this? I'm pretty sure that people who are watching, they're all kind of, we've all been in that position where we're like, should I do this? Should I jump? What would be your parting words to them?
Definitely, I think that if you want to start something of your own, it's something that you need to pursue and do. If not to prove something to others, but definitely for something that you should do for yourself. Because only if you try new things will you learn and then eventually get there. Like, I'm not saying it's going to be a success every time you do it. There might be setbacks, there might be failures, but it's definitely worth trying to do. And people do appreciate people that put in a lot of effort into their products and services.
So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for doing this with me, Reema. This really was one of my favorite sessions so far. I really, really admire the way your vision has been so clear from the beginning. You did not take no for an answer to kind of, digress anywhere and compromise anything for your products. I love how you know so much about the products, you know about the ingredients, you know exactly what it does when it goes into your body or when you apply it on the body, and yet you're being so environmentally conscious. And I think that is just commendable. So I really wish you the best with this brand, and I can't wait to see what else you have cooking up your sleeves. And for all of you guys watching, I'm going to link her products. I'm going to link her Instagram in the description, so you guys go check her out. And yeah, that's all. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Maybe a quick thing to possible people that might like this product. So I just wanted to say that if you're the kind of person that really likes natural, sheer, the no makeup vibe, the less is more, like glow from within, then I'm sure that you really appreciate these products. These products are meant for, they're especially created for like the woman on the go, somebody that doesn't have that much time, but still wants to look really good. So I hope that you guys do check it out. And give it a shot, try it, and let me know what you think for sure.
Let us know in the comments below what do you think of the product. If you do try it out, which I would definitely recommend that you do. Reema, are you also doing makeup? Are you still continuing your bridal makeup as well?
Yes, of course. Yes, that is something that I truly love and enjoy doing. I love connecting with clients. I obviously know that so weddings are happening now. People are doing like 50 weddings and stuff. So they're picking up again. So looking forward to start working with my beautiful clients again. I definitely do.
I have recommended so many of my friends for your makeup. Yeah, for a lot of my friends who are brides, and at that time you would go all over the country. And I remember there was a friend of mine who wanted to do it in Agra. And if you're watching and you need somebody to do your makeup and you're getting married, which is amazing, congratulations. Please reach out to her, and I'm pretty sure you can reach out to her through the brand's Instagram.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
This was great, Deb. Thanks so much. This was amazing.
So that's it for this podcast. I really hope you guys stayed through. Sometimes you can get really chatty, but that's what I actually love about this podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. We are going to make this podcast really a thing, and there will be new episodes every Wednesday. So please subscribe so that you don't miss out on new episodes. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.